Hello my beautiful people, Morgan from Freedom Cosmetics and I want a few moments of your time today, as this is another video in the skin type series, and today we're talking about combination skin. I have combination skins. This is something I'm a little bit more familiar with, so I'm just going to sit up here that way we can kind of, there we go, that's a bit better. It's my plant Norman chilling in the background. Yes, I've named my plant. I know, a little bit of a crazy plant lady, but oh well, as long as they're happy. Makes me happy. Anyway, back to the main point. So if you have combination skin like me, you will have some areas that are dry or kind of a normal texture, and then other areas that are quite oily, such as your chin, your nose, and your forehead, which is known as your T-zone. These areas will be quite oily. On my face, I tend to get really bad on my nose. And just here, my forehead I don't really have an issue with, but it just seems to be my nose and my chin. My cheeks are quite good as well. Because of that, you may require different products for different areas. So for example, on my nose, if I'm particularly oily one day on my chin, I will use Olympian on my nose and my chin, and perhaps a very small amount on my forehead. And then the rest of my face, I will use Gaia, Heaven Sent, or Buell. I will use that. Or some days, if I don't want to use Olympian, I'll use Invigorate. That's another one that's actually really good. It's a vegan alternative because the Olympian, it left me there for a moment. Lost my train of thought. Olympian, Invigorate is like the vegan alternative to Olympian. So I would use it some days, or I'd use Olympian depending on what way my skin is feeling that day. The other thing about having combination skin is that blackheads may appear larger simply because your pores are more open than anywhere else in your face. I know that I struggle with that, particularly on my nose. I don't really have an issue anywhere else with my blackheads. It seems to be my nose, my chin, just particularly in this little groove here. And those are the two main areas that I really struggle with. So because of that, it's always good to have kind of a balance. So some days you can use Olympian on your whole face, because Olympian has particular ingredients in it that kind of trick your skin into thinking there's already oil on your face, because it's the same consistency as sebum, which is the natural oils that your skin produces. Because of that, it helps balance the oil production on your face. In turn, that also helps make sure your pores don't get clogged. It makes sure that you don't have excess oil on your face. And those two things are super important, because excess oils and clogged pores means you're more likely to suffer from breakouts. I know myself, I've struggled with acne my whole life. I still struggle with it. So some days I have good days, some days I have bad days when it comes to my skin. So it's just very good to know your balance, know your skin, keep hydrated. And sometimes I'll use Olympian on certain areas, and then I'll use Gaia on other areas. Or if I'm having just an overall quite oily day, so particularly with the sun's coming out, you got to protect your skin. But also, because you're going to be out in the sun, you tend to be a little bit more shiny, a little bit more oily. So Olympian definitely helps knock that right in the head, and so does Invigorate. So depending on whichever scent you prefer, I suppose, is entirely up to you and your preference. So I'm hoping this video helped you out a little bit. Give it a like, a comment, a share if you can. Tag a wee friend. Make sure you're following us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we're also on YouTube. And I'll see you guys in the next video, and I wonder what skin type we'll be covering then. I'll see you guys later. Bye.